guys, welcome back to my channel. I am here with Cadence, although you can't really see her, so I'm gonna figure out for you. Hi.
Oh, I'm 6 years old.
It's so cute. She's a goober. You're a goose? She's not a goober, she's a goose. She's Rapunzel. Are you Rapunzel McGoose? She's like, I am here today to make kind of a random video. I haven't really gone into the whole kitchen thing quite yet, and I'm still trying to feel that out. Like, I love to bake, I love to cook. I've done a couple cookie decorating videos, but I haven't, on this channel, I haven't like talked about like recipes or, you know, baked anything or cooked anything or anything like that, which is definitely a desire of mine and a goal of mine. All that to say, I'm here going to talk to you guys about how to boil an egg. And that seems so super trivial and like really simple, and it is. But there are so many different methods, so many different ways. There are definitely some right ways, there's definitely some wrong ways. I don't think there's just one way and it's the only way. But this is a way that I do it, and I have perfected it. And it's actually really exciting. I just love when you've been able to work with a recipe or do something consistently for a long period of time and you've been able to kind of perfect it. This week, I finally like nailed it. One of my goals for this month is to eat more salads. And salads are boring to me, but I am on a journey of eating healthier, working out, getting healthy, and taking care of my body. And one way is needing to eat some things that I don't want to eat. And salad was one of those things. But I love egg in my salad. I love, like, a Cobb salad is like my jam. So I've been hard boiling eggs a lot more lately than I have been in the last couple months. I ran out of hard boiled eggs for my salad and I was about to eat lunch. I was so hungry and I just really wanted egg in my salad. So I was like, I'll just hard boil some eggs really quick. It really doesn't take that long, but it is a little bit of a process. As I cut it up to put it in my salad, I was like, I did it. Like, I actually nailed it. I just feel so accomplished. It's so silly. But it's the little things in life, guys. I was like, Cameron, I could make a video on this. There's probably bazillions of YouTube videos out there talking about how to hard boil an egg, but I just felt like it would be fun to share it with you guys and share what has worked for me. Okay, so all that you need is a pot. You might need a bigger pot if it's a lot of eggs. You might need a smaller pot if it's just a few eggs. That's up to you. Cadence is coming up here to say hi. Hi. You definitely want one layer of eggs. You don't want to like mountain them. Some people use baking soda. I actually used to, but this past week with me hard boiling eggs, I haven't put baking soda in them at all. One of the tricks is if you put like a tablespoon of baking soda in the water before it starts boiling, then the shell will just like peel right off. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. It's not 100% foolproof of a tip and trick for me personally. I think to me, it's honestly about how cold you get the eggs after they're done boiling that helps kind of like shrink the egg a little bit and remove itself from the shell. I think it's more in the cooling process afterwards than the baking soda itself, personally. I could be wrong. I'm sure there's a science to it. The baking soda, I think personally, is optional. So you need a pot, you need eggs, you need a stove, and you need water. Okay, so the first thing that you're gonna do is you are going to put the eggs in the pot with no water in it. I personally like to do it that way. And then I fill the water. I put water up over the top of the eggs, just a little bit above the eggs. And I turn it on high. I turn it on at the highest setting that it can go. I keep the lid on it at all times. I stay close by so that I can monitor when it starts to boil. The boiling process is the crucial process. You don't want to undercook them and you don't want to overcook them. Stay close by, keep an eye out. It will take a few minutes to boil, especially depending on your stove. And it needs to be like at a rolling boil. So once it starts to boil, then you set the timer for 2 minutes. You want it to be a rolling boil for 2 minutes solid. It's not just like a little bit of bubbling. Make sure that it's rolling. So you turn the timer on for 2 minutes and then you let it just boil. After the 2 minutes is over, you obviously turn the timer off, you turn the stove off, and then put the lid back on if the lid is off of it. Set it off to the side onto a different burner. Now it's just hot water, and now the egg is going to just sit in that hot water and cook. And you set the timer for 15 minutes. Typically, like a minute before the 15-minute timer is done, I start to prep an ice bowl. My dishwasher is going, so it's making all kinds of crazy noises. Can you guys hear that? So I get a bowl, I fill it with ice, or as much ice as possible, especially if you have a lot of eggs, you're going to want quite a bit of ice. The eggs are going to be very hot when they get out of the pot. So you don't want the hot eggs to melt all the ice and to make the water warm. You want the ice and the water to be so stinking cold that when the eggs get in there, it's the ice and the water that cools off the eggs rather than the hot eggs warming up the water. So I fill up a bowl of ice and I put ice water in. As cold as you can get it, do it. So now you can strain the eggs. I typically just like dump out the water. I keep the lid on, but I like crack the lid just a tiny bit. I let the water roll out. And then once all the hot water is out, then I pour the eggs into the ice bowl and I let it just sit. I let it sit for a few minutes. I'd say give it 5 minutes. When you are ready to take the shell off of the eggs, I would just keep it in the cold water. I crack it and then I just kind of take it off. I let some cold running water be in the sink with me and I kind of will run it under the water a couple times throughout the shelling process. And then from there, it's really basically it. I set it on a paper towel. I let them kind of dry a little bit. And then I either slice them up with my egg slicer or I put them in a baggie and I put them in the fridge. That way they're ready for me when I'm ready to eat some hard-boiled eggs for a snack or in my salad or whatever that may be. When you cook it that way, the yolk just like, it truly is this like beautiful yellow. If you keep it in the hot water for too long, there's a gray ring that happens. It's still fine, it's still edible, it's just not like the exact perfect beautiful hard-boiled egg that you're probably looking for, especially if you're serving this for other people. I don't want it to be just like gray eggs. It's really exciting every time I open up an egg now. I'm like, I get so excited because it's all just like bright yellow. It's awesome. And it's like the little things in life that just get you so excited. And especially with trying to eat better and finding your wins, for me, that's a win, because it's like, if I'm excited about eating salads with eggs in it, like that's a huge win. I'm gonna take that, you know, like I'm gonna focus on that. I don't care how minuscule it is. It's a big deal for me. They're just perfect. So if you follow all of those steps, you should, hopefully fingers crossed, be able to make a perfect hard-boiled egg. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thank you guys for subscribing. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. It notifies you every time I make a new video. I don't know why I'm making these hand gestures. Exciting things are happening. Exciting things are coming. I have officially hit 100 subscribers, you guys. The last video I was at 99 subscribers and I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hit 100, but I don't know when exactly that's gonna be. And I did. I think that day I hit 100 subscribers. I'm really appreciative. This is so much fun. And let me know if there's anything else that you guys want to see from me, especially like in the kitchen, if there's like fun recipes. I'm open for all kinds of fun suggestions. So if you guys have any ideas, leave them in the comments below. And I will see you guys next Friday. Bye.